My, my dear fellow listeners and viewers, good evening once again, and welcome to another edition of Let's Chit Chat with Narine Dat. Let's Chit Chat with Narine Dat is a Canadian initiative with a unique impact. There are a few different ways to listen to us. You can listen to us on the regular dial, that's the radio, 102.7 CKMS FM. You can listen to us on Rogers digital cable for those of you who have the Rogers digital box. And of course, we're also live stream our chit chat here. So do take the opportunity to share our page. We ask you to stay with us if you like to learn a thing or two. However, if you're looking for an opportunity to vent out negativity, this is not for you. Tonight, we're joined by a very special guest who I always wanted in the show here. And finally, I managed to have him on here. I'm joined by Anooj D. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Good man, good. Thank you for having me, brother Naraine. Thank you very much. Big fan of your show, by the way.
Thank you. My pleasure. And I always get excited to do the show. We're doing the show for a reason, but I have to tell you, I'm very excited to have you on here for a very different reason. But we are going to take some time to, of course, get to know you a little bit more. I get to know you a little bit already with your presentation, with all the tattoo and so on, which is pretty cool. We're going to get to obviously talk, more about or all or as much as possible about your musical aspect of things. But before we get into all of that, take a minute or two and kind of introduce yourself to us. Let us know a little bit about you, where you're born, and and what you do for a living, and so on. If you so choose, you only share what you're comfortable to share on the show here, by the way. And then I'm gonna ask you specific questions when it comes to the musical piece.
Oh yeah, I'm comfortable. I'm not gonna give the social or bank account, but everything else,
All right. So yeah,
yeah.
introduce yourself. Take it away.
Well, as everybody know me, for the music, for the writing, for the songs that I do, for the first video, my name is Anooj D. I'm a Guyanese. I was born in Guyana. I'm from East Coast, by the way, Melanie Damashana. A lot of people don't actually know where that village is. Some people ask me that is that place in Guyana. Yeah, it's in the East Coast. It's in the East Coast. It's like between what is it? Between Enmore and between Mandrapo and Annandale. It's like right up in the public road. Pretty cool area if you ask me. I love it.
Awesome.
And what did I do? I'm a truck driver. I love a truck. I'm a truck driver. I'm a father. I got one daughter. And I recently got engaged. I got a fiance, beautiful fiance, and you know, beautiful family back again.
Excellent.
You know, things is rolling smooth, man. And she's also the one inside of the music video that we did. So
Yes, I was gonna ask that question, so I guess I don't have to ask anymore. So yeah,
yeah, that would have been
we already get that out of the way.
later on. That would have been a different story.
It's awesome. All right, thank you for that introduction, by the way. So
Yeah, thanks.
obviously, I mean, I actually, so you don't probably don't know all of this, but I personally have played your music several times, by the way.
Wow,
I know
nice. Thank
you.
you.
I know you've made your a really nice video, music video recently. We are going to feature it on here and so on. But prior to this, I mean, I've listened to your songs. I'm a big fan of the shot that you guys will do. If he's watching,
Oh,
I hope you will, right?
he's a good guy. He's a very good guy.
Hopefully I can have him on at some point. But the reason why I've played your song on the radio is because of your uniqueness and all of that. There's no question about that. But please tell me how you're a truck driver, you are an independent person, you always, busy doing your thing, and you're starting a family now and all of that. So looks like you're very well grounded. However, you do have love and passion for music. So tell me where it all started for you.
Man, where do I begin? It was a couple of years, actually, a couple of years back. This all started for me. I have no musical background, by the way. I can't play an instrument for save the life out of a bird. I can't play no instrument. I suck at that. I just decided one day, just like that. I was like, you know what? I've been to like a lot of shows and seeing people sing, and I actually tell myself, I see the entertainment and the thing how people love them and the things they do. And I just tell myself one day, I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. Let me see if I could make this happen. And you know what? I pick up this thing just like that. And I start writing music just like that. And we did a record, and it came out something nice. And then people started to like the music. Then I started to focus more on it and started to see if I could be a little more better. Started to change up my style, change up my music. Like two different things. And start over the years, I've been practicing my voice as to get better, as to get more smooth, as to like try to listen to myself more after okay, if I'm singing better, if I'm gonna be like be comfortable of singing this kind, if I'm good with my notes higher, lower, or whatever I'm doing. Like so it gradually became that point of time where I tell myself I kind of love what I'm doing. Even though I didn't have a musical background or no mentor as to where I'm going, I just pretty much learn myself along the way and how to go about doing things and learn about how to do, how to be comfortable and staying up and doing music. For me personally, I'm not gonna say I'm in an industry because I leave that for the American people. This is not an industry. This is just me doing music for the love of what I love to do, like to speak from my heart. This is my knowledge and the things that I have in my mind, and this is what coming out. This is what makes me different from what I do. This is not saying okay, I'm in a band, I'm in an industry, I'm in a group, I'm in a team, or none of like that. Just me loving music. So this is where this come from. This is how I got my idea of becoming a well, I could say a singer or an artist, or however people look at me.
Well, I can tell you this, by the way, because sometimes people don't always recognize it in themselves. I mean, I know about song, I know about music, I know about singing and all of that. I understand it and understand really, really well. And one thing I can tell you is that you are doing it really, really well. Like that, I can tell you that for sure. And so I'm glad that you actually put together this really, really great video,
Yeah,
this
I
musical
try.
video.
It's been a long time coming with that video, and I actually wanted to get something as the new year started. I've been having that in my vision as to start a music video and actually get to let people get to see because the amount of music that I've done and people always ask me like Anuj, where is your video? There is no video. There's like no presentation of a music video for people to get to see you.
Mhm.
And over the years, like life is so busy, working, taking my time doing a lot of stuff is like my time is always scheduled for something on a daily basis. And I decided to say, you know what, let me squeeze a video in. Let me take time off. Like even with this video, it took me almost a couple of weeks to get it done because I come one weekend, this video gets shots on the weekend, then I go again, then we wait for another weekend to have the plan out perfect time for everybody to meet up, do another piece again. So, you know, well, here it is, and it was actually a beautiful song. I mean, even personally, me, I hear everybody sing it. Actually, my mom told me yesterday my daughter was like, she can't take it no more. She went upstairs and put on the TV just to listen to music. And, good to know that I could have everyone from kids to big people to love the music that I do. That's what I want. That's what I love.
Fantastic. And so we let's talk about the song a little bit. I'm referring to this music video here. So what
Yeah.
was this idea behind this song? How did the idea came about? I'm talking about the lyrics here in particular.
Oh, this is straight from the heart, man. This is me every time I set out to write a song, like I find myself write a lot of love songs. I don't know. I just find it like I always have the soft spot for love song. It makes me feel nice. And it's like every time I think about a music, it always like I always think about, okay, imagine myself with seeing a couple sitting down. This is what they would say to each other. This is how the guy would react to the girl. This is how the girl would react to the guy. This is how they feel in the heart. This is something that is so beautiful a person expressed to another person. Now this is how I actually put it together with music. And just hoping to the best that the beat will come out exactly the way I want it. But gradually it always does. All of the beats came out, the music came out beautiful with the song. And it makes me feel nice to know that I could come up with these ideas. This is from the heart, this is from the mind. I don't know if I could write poetry, but for me doing this in the music is actually making me feel comfortable and knowing that people react to it, people singing to it, people loving it, people showing more respect and love as to Anuj, you did this. Like this is so great. This is the nice words. This is good, well put together. This is the things I love to hear. I feed off of the greatness of what people saying something good to me. I know I'm worth it of doing these things to make them happy. So this is how it all came about with the words and stuff. How the idea of love song come about for me.
Fantastic. And so I will encourage you to continue along that path because that is what is needed right now. When I listen to songs, I listen to the words, to the meaning, of the songs and so on, right? It has to carry some sort of, good
Yeah,
meaning to it,
everything has to have a
right?
meaning. Yeah, right,
Because
right.
if we are listening to a song and not necessarily for the meaning of it, then we are just doing, the entertainment piece alone. So I'm
Uh,
glad that
yeah.
you're kind of thinking of being creative. That's a beautiful thing. What I would like to do, and I probably do it twice. Let me take the opportunity to feature at least a little bit of this musical video here, and then you can reflect a little bit more. But I definitely feature the whole thing to kind of honor you there, so that people get to for the people who
Go ahead.
probably haven't had a
It's
chance
great.
to view it as of yet will have that opportunity, and they
Let
will
the
start
world hear
more.
it.
That's right. So let me take the opportunity to feature it right here.
All right. Great.
Baby, I love you. Can't do without you. You bring the sweetness to my life every day. My love is so true, baby, only for you. You bring the sweetness to my life every day. Baby, believe in your heart, in your heart. Never let your fear drive us apart. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. So me love, so me love, so me love, oh baby, oh yeah. I am so happy you turned my life around. Power of true love, what keeps us going strong. Oh yeah. I am so happy you turned my life around. Power of true love, what keeps us going strong. Do something special, baby, when you call. I will be right there to hold your hand. I'll be your hero, never let you down. Baby, I love you, can't do without you. You bring the sweetness to my life every day. My love is so true, baby, only for you. You bring the sweetness to my life every day. Baby, believe in your heart, in your heart. Never let your fear drive us apart. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong.
All right. Fantastic. I played the whole thing, of course. I couldn't
I'm
just
glad you enjoy it. I
yeah,
enjoy myself.
of course, of
Every
course.
time I keep looking at this video, I can't believe I actually got a video for the first time and actually enjoy it. Like I keep watching this thing steady. You're like, wow, wow.
And we
I
are
did
gonna
all this?
Yes, yeah, we're gonna feature it one more time before the end of the
Of
show.
course.
How does it make you feel though, knowing that you've done it, something you wanted to do? And thank you, by the way, for sharing bits and pieces with me as you were doing it. That
Yeah, well,
I
you
do
know how that goes.
appreciate that. But I mean,
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it, and when I really get to see it, you really put your heart and soul into it. And let me quickly say something here. Rex Mohan, a Canadian fella here who you probably know, I'm sure you've known him, but Rex Moham is a very, very talented individual. And he made a comment here and says that he loves it. And believe what I'm saying to you, if he says he loves it, that's a good sign because he knows about music. He's been in it for a long time. Very good
Well, that's
gentleman. We've
good,
had
right?
him.
That's good.
We have had him on our show and so on. We've had him
Oh,
here as well.
wow. Nice.
Yeah. So tell me more about this. I mean, it's like what response are you getting from people?
They love it. They love it. You know what? For this song, even for the rest of my songs that I ever did, I never really got any negative comments or any talk down on people for music. I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn here, but I'm just saying
Mhm.
every time I do a music, I just slow down and think about the words that people will love. So that way they won't come to me and say, "Oh, Anooj, you know what? You shouldn't have said this, buddy." Or you know, like them kind of words where you say like you gotta match them up. They're not rhyme or not, they're not bring them up. But for me personally, everyone giving me good feedback and like good comebacks and everything. And like especially with this song, with the video is actually getting more feedbacks. Like I'm having people actually thanking me and like, bro, this music is beautiful. Like everything is so nice. And the most word I keep hearing from everybody, bring more video.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta take vacation. I gotta take more vacation after now. Okay, I need to start work on videos.
Let me quickly you brought up a good point. I can see that people are are able to relate to it.
Yeah,
Natasha, thank
that's
you, by
good.
the way, Natasha, for making a comment there. She says that she's hearing it for the first time, but she felt as if she's been listening for a long time. So
See, there
that's
we
a good
go.
sign.
See, it's always the thing that they relate to it. People relate to the music, because that's exactly why I love. He ain't looking for money. I just looking for love out to people heart. As long as music will reach the people and make them feel comfortable, make them feel okay. If you're in a tough day, in a hard day, like let this music cool you down, let it vibes you out. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah. Yeah, coming from the heart, doing it for the passion, and everything else will fall in place. I can tell you that for sure. So
Of
that's
course,
awesome.
of course.
And I mean,
Gradually.
you've been very consistent. But I have to say, like, anytime I talk to you, you always talk about, I'm doing it for the love, doing it for the passion, and that hasn't changed. And so that's a good sign.
No, I know. Come on, man. It's not. It's never about nothing else besides the love of music. If you gonna go somewhere, for instance, step out of the music zone. If you do something and you do it with a different intentions of having things the way you greedily want it, you think it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. People love to see realness.
Mhm,
I want to be real. Me coming here for my pocket change.
mhm. No, I
All right.
totally
At the
get
end
it.
of the day, I'm just here for like putting this music out that people love it. Like I want people to feel relaxed and comfortable to know that, we could be here to help your day out. I might not have a phone to call you, but listen to my music. It should be able to give you a rise in your spirit and feel the vibes and be able to push on with your day. For me personally, that's what I do. My music push me on. In my truck, always music. Well, not all the time, but except when I'm driving, busy. But music is what is there for me.
Fantastic. Let me quickly say hello to a few people more because they tune in to watch you, just let
All
me
right,
say
that's nice.
hello to Prince Ali, the original Prince, by the way. Yeah, we have lots of Prince, but this is the original guy from Berbice, by the way. Lives here in Canada. Thanks, Prince Ali, for taking a sneak peek to support our artist here. That's always a beautiful thing. We always appreciate that. So, what can we expect from you in terms of music? I know you always write, you always do your original piece. It's your passion to write as well, and one gift that you have as well too, apart from the singing aspect of it, is that you have a gift, like you can actually write. Not everybody can do it, singing and
I know.
writing and all of that is a whole different thing, and coming up with lyrics and words and make sure it's put together nicely, and
It's
also
it's a
and also
process.
and also the proper grammar and so on is always important to because people are
It's
listening,
always that.
so I like
Yeah,
that. That's awesome. You give it some good thought.
yeah.
So what can we expect from you in terms of music wise?
Well, me personally, I just mostly what people gonna well, for what I could say now, I hopefully this go through as well. More video. I get
Mhm.
keep up with myself. Like every time I bring out a music now, I guess I'm gonna slow down a little bit and bring more video and
Yeah.
like bring like keep on writing music and like I'm not gonna be writing a lot of wild stuff. I'm like I want to be writing music. I slow down. The reason why you see I'm not fast on my music, I slow down and actually think about what people would want to hear, like what people like to hear. In terms of party wise, like let's put it this way, in terms of party wise, it's like more of a mellow kind of thing. I feel there's times and different ways and category of how I want to write my songs and how I want to bring them out and the time to bring them out. That's like, but in most of what people may expect from me is more of me working more to bring out more videos with my music and more presentable stuff. To that way, it will be more highlights on my end, so people get to see the music a little more exposure. And I always got more things, a lot of stuff I always write. It's just like I gotta slow down the writing because I come to a point where I write these songs and then every day I keep thinking about different ideas, different ideas, and I write these songs and I have them, and it's just like I
Yeah.
got nowhere to go with them yet because there's like I can't constantly just call a studio, hey, I got next music, hey, I got next song. It's like, what am I doing? So I slow down and take one at a time. Each songs I take my time now with it, and I just go with the flow. Slowly work on everything together. When it's finished, that piece is done. It's nice. It's promoted. People like it. I get the feedback like how it is tonight. Like now, from now, I'm comfortable to say, okay, I'll move on to the next step. And I try to, bring something different now. Something maybe I do some other ideas. I do a melody. I do something that mash up. I do something that somebody's gonna like. But eventually, everything takes time.
For sure. I will tell you something right now. If you are interested to do another video, which I would encourage you to do, I can get people to cover the cost. So do keep that in mind, man. So I'm giving you a gift here. If you
Oh,
are
okay.
interested to do another music video, you will make that choice as to where you want to do it, how you want to do it, but we'll cover the cost 100%. So just so you know that, I have people who can do that. So do keep in mind the option is there.
I do appreciate that.
The
Yeah.
choice is yours. So if you are interested, you reach out to us after the show.
Right. Of course.
Um, well, thank you for sharing about. By the way, you are a really good speaker as well too, which is awesome, which is a beautiful thing. So it looks like you've been doing this for a long time. But I like the fact that you're
Yeah.
so
I
comfortable on the
try
other
not to
end.
get nervous.
I like the fact that you are just comfortable there, which is such of a beautiful thing. Because as an artist, right, if you want to move, take things to the next level, you have to be able to do all of this, right? And I'm glad that you were able to recognize you need to slow down with your writing and start to kind of do things a little bit differently. You've
Yeah,
done
I
that.
love
That's
to. I
awesome.
love to slow down.
That's good. So I mean, the reality is though, is that in the musical industry, it is not necessarily an easy thing, especially when you are an independent artist. We all know that.
Yeah,
Only,
you know how that goes.
only share things that you're comfortable sharing, and all of that. But what are some of the challenges that you have had over the years trying to get your music out there and to really try to represent yourself and represent yourself well?
Oh, if I gotta start with that, I might end up on BBC World News.
Sorry, say that again.
Oh, if I gotta start with that part, I might end up on the news.
Oh.
that's
And you can always pass,
that's a
and you
story for another day.
no, and
It's
that's fine.
I battle bigger waves on myself, so yeah. I feel like now I perfectly find a ground spot where I could actually go and feed off of where I want and what I want. I feel like you know this is hard. This is the direction I'm going now, and this is the direction I'm gonna constantly go in. And there's like the other stuff. I don't want to talk about it because like I get tape on my mouth not to not to
Very
say
fair.
things like
Very
you
fair.
know
No, that's fair. Very fair.
it is everything comes with a challenge and a price, right? And everything comes with a lot of things behind. There's always how people have behind the scenes of video. There's always behind the life of how these things come out so beautiful, but people doesn't know behind the life
Yeah,
the
no, no,
things we
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go through in it to get to this point. But overall, I'm glad that it comes out the way that I could open the door and say, you know what, the respect is all I want. I fight for the respect, but now I got it. So,
Awesome.
but that's all I got to do. But the challenge for the music for me is I always love to overcome. I overcome all the difference in my life. I'm a person, like they say, I'm a very calm soul. I don't disrespect nobody. You won't see me go on Facebook and blast nobody. You won't see me go on Facebook and curse nobody out. I'll go live. As to say, you want to be a public figure. You want somebody to respect you. You want people to respect you. And go on live on Facebook and curse out and blast a person. I won't do that. I have a daughter and I have a family. And that's not something I want to have, as a young man, I don't want to be people to look down on me instead of look up. You can't be climbing a ladder so people look up to you. And when you personally there, you out there just blasting yourself, looking like a fool. But I know that's not me. Personally, my challenge is different. I learned to take it the way that through faith, everything works for me.
Very smart thing you've just said there, sir. Very, very smart, because I mean, a person like me, for example, I always keep an eye out for these things, because we always look for unique artists. We look for people, with uniqueness and things of that kind. And when I
Of
talk about
course.
when I talk about uniqueness, it's not always only about the talent itself, but with good attitude, people who respect themselves, respect society, and all of that, right? And so you're
Of
right,
course.
because the things we do and say, it really tells a lot about who we are as a person. And I'm glad that you recognize all of that on your own. That is a beautiful thing.
Of course, of course. You know the old guy and he's saying they always have the old guy and he's saying that says the backlash.
Mhm.
I stay away from the backlash because I don't intend to live my life backwards. I don't go backwards in my life. I don't learn to let people say, late last year you did something or the other day you did something that was very disrespectful. You shouldn't say. You shouldn't do. You shouldn't go and say it. I prefer not to. I
So
live my life like that.
So I guess if I was to ask you a question related to what we're talking about here, how do you as an individual then handle and deal with negativity? Because it comes, these are things we see on an everyday basis kind of thing. So how do you deal with it as an individual?
Well, me personally, I'm a faithful guy. I'm a faithful guy. I ignore this stuff. I ignore this stuff. Like me. Let's put it this way. Apart from everything else and the negativity, I got to come home every day and spend time with the person I love, and I take away the negativity in my life. I got to come home every day, and I got to just to spend time with my child and my fiance, and I got to live a family life apart from the life that I live. So the negativity is something that when I close my door, that stays where that is.
You have
Even when I'm driving, I take away negativity because when I drive, I'm a truck driver. I don't take my problem on the road. I never do. I take whatever load I have in my truck to where it's going. I don't take my problem on the road. So I learned to develop that mentality of I always try to put more excited thing in my mind and my head of so what is the next great thing I could do in my life? What is the next great thing I could make out of myself? Instead of actually saying, God, I can't believe people say this about me, how life is so messed up. Keep that stuff over there. I don't want that. Just give me happy vibes. That's why I always promote myself in a happy, good mood. I'm always smiling with something because greatness is always there to come. Why fight?
very smart, very smart. And those things that you have just said, by the way, will really set you apart from other artists, because it takes special people to recognize, and not only recognize it, but actually, make it, a day-to-day reality kind of thing, right? And so the
Oh
fact
yeah,
that,
yeah, that is it. That's it.
yeah, so the fact
That's
that
all
you
it
are
is.
saying all of this on your own, that is a beautiful thing, because at the end of the day, we can be just spending our time on a lot of unnecessary things, and it wouldn't take us anywhere, that's for sure.
That's waste of time in life. Me personally, I find that every time I spend my life thinking of negative things, I wasted my life that could have been doing something very productive in my life. I don't. It doesn't work for me.
And so, where do you get that motivation from, though? Because not too many people, I'm a social worker, so I talk to people and I'm hearing the opposite continuously, and I have to tell them exactly what you have just told me.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you have your motivation from?
I
Because,
guess in years to come, this is something that I I gradually build up by myself. The mentality of me. I always look on positive things instead of looking somewhere else. Like, okay, I see that. I see. It comes natural in your mind. It's like, okay, let's put it in an instance. Okay, you see a dog over there. You know this dog is gonna bite you. Are you gonna walk in that same direction? Or are you gonna try to steer away? Or you see something really dangerous? Are you gonna walk in that direction? Or are you gonna steer away? So it goes to my head. It's like I always, instead of piling problem in this brain, why not be very consistent of being free? Live life. This life is so short for people to act so crazy and be so crazy. Be nice, be comfortable. That's me.
And those things will take you far away in life. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah. As the old people in Ghana would say, me want to grow up to be scratchy teeth.
Awesome.
So that's personally me.
Yeah, thank you for openly sharing all of these important pieces there.
Of
And
course.
because that I do motivational videos and so on. I'm doing it for a reason, for a purpose, by the way.
That's
So,
it.
right. And
It's good to
so,
reach out.
awesome. Good stuff. So, my dear fellow listeners and viewers, for those of you who have just tuned in, you're listening or watching Let's Chit Chat with Narine Dat. Keep in mind there are a few different ways to listen to us. You can listen to us on a regular dial, that's the radio, 102.7 CKMS FM. You can listen to us on Rogers digital cable for those of you who have the Rogers digital box. And of course, we also live stream our Chit Chat here. So do take the opportunity to share a page. We are joined by Anooj, Anooj D. Am I mistaken? Anooj D, right?
No, that's fine. Anooj D, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay,
I should
whatever
have.
works.
You know what? The name is so complicated. Sometimes, I've been hearing all kind of name people call me. It's like, yeah, you're right. You'll get. It's me. Gradually, you'll get to me. I don't personally take nothing too serious. No, that's fine.
And and for those of you who are probably listening to him for the very first time, he's a very, very talented individual in terms of the musical aspect of things. But I knew this from before, but he really hammered it on here. He has a good head on his shoulder as well, to which really sets him apart, and which would really take him far in life. That is a beautiful thing. And so that is my gain here tonight in having him on here. Of course, he's here to talk about his passion and love for the music, but anything extra or guest share here definitely is a bonus, that's for sure. So
Of
when
course.
it comes to partnering with people, or performing at certain places and so on, do you have like a dream spot or a dream venue where you like to go and perform, or it doesn't matter to you, you're just comfortable to perform anywhere where people support your music?
Man, I remember times that I used to be so excited. Like them things used to be yet nerve wracking because I'm not like I never really had that guy to go out and do too much of performance. That I just, like I said, I am always busy. Like when people book me a show, sometimes like I just be so far away from home. It's hard for actually, them time that them thing didn't come around, the virtual stuff that we do in there, them thing didn't come around. So apart from that, it's like I used to be really nice and excited to be doing shows and stuff. And now it's like I just do the music for just that. Just for the fun of it. But gradually, whenever if things ever get better again, things open up back, there will be opportunities to go out and get myself out there again. And it's just a great thing of watching people enjoy the music that you like live. It's good.
For sure.
And now people mostly do it at home. So I think I need a disco light. I think I do. I'm
That's
starting to see
awesome.
it at home now.
We are in this pandemic. Speaking of that, though, we are in the pandemic for a little bit more. Yeah, so this thing is not over yet. So
I know.
so just continue on the way you are doing it. Don't let that hold you back from doing your musical pieces, because
No, this one.
you're doing it, so well, kind of thing. So, what is your girlfriend or fiance? Well, fiance, I can say now because I'm engaged. Is she?
Yeah,
It looks like she has been a big supporter of you with your musical piece, which is
of
always an
course,
important thing. It's nice to
of
have people
course.
support you, right?
She's a very big push, man. She's a very very big push for this music. She actually revealed to me that she was a fan from a long time ago, and it's actually pretty cool that to know that she's been a part of my music for so many years, and I feel great to get the opportunity to, me and her to spend the rest of our life. It's God willing. But And she's the one who actually motivates me every time. She puts me from right to wrong and give me the knowledge and idea of as to where I'm going and what I'm doing with music and push me to certain levels. She even got as far as got me the whole studio set up because this music that I recorded, this new song with the video, I actually recorded this music myself.
Excellent.
So this was something that was a gift to me that she present to me. She said, listen, this place is dangerous, it's virtual things now. And it's like, you're not in that position where you can actually stop into your house or somebody's house and be like, okay, let's start a video. Those things don't apply anymore. If you don't learn, you will never get. So I was forced to learn. I had to learn. I learned the thing. The woman to buy the stuff, I got to learn it.
Hmm. Excellent. Yeah. It's a good
So
gift,
I
by the way.
got it. It was a beautiful gift. And actually, it turns out to be, so I show her, I said, you buy this for me. I'm gonna make use of it and show you exactly what that gift could actually be. And it turns out to be a beautiful song. So the whole thing is that it was really working out for me with that part. And I love it. And she's a big supporter and a big push. And I gotta call her my boss when it comes to music because she knows how to put aside the music of telling me, these are the things you should actually go about saying or doing and things like that. She did a big push in my music. And, you know, she's a number one fan and a mentor to this music. It's great.
Excellent. It's nice to have the support because these things,
Of course.
takes a lot of time and you have to be dedicated and so on.
Yeah, it's faith and it's patience towards, what's the right thing to say or do or how to do it, like how to approach it, like what's the right term of things you want to put in to make people love it. It's like you sit aside here and you always wanted to make sure that, okay, when I say this, is these people gonna like this or they're not gonna like it? Maybe let me scratch it off and do something else. That's how it goes.
Mhm.
So it's always a good, push for having somebody to sit there with you and actually help you out and say, okay, those are the nice things to say to somebody. Those are gradually the nice things you could do.
Thank you. Let me take the opportunity now to say a hello to a few people here. Let me say hello to Miss Udita, a former headmistress of Tagore High School. Thank you for taking a sneak peek. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Let me also say hello to Arnel, an excellent singer who we've had on the show here watching from Suriname. Thank you, sir, and hope you are staying safe as well. And thank you for what you do. I know you're a frontline worker and you're doing your best to keep people safe, and we do appreciate that. Just so you know that. And all of you who are watching, obviously, do know that we appreciate all of you. Depending what screen we're looking at, we're not able to see everybody all at once, but we do appreciate all of you, including our radio and TV listeners as well. Do know that for sure. I'm very impressed with you being on the show here. I can tell you that much for sure. Not that I had any
Thank
doubt
you.
about you, and when I think about it now, I realize that you, of course, like everybody else, myself included, have a busy life, busy schedule, and you made the time to join us here, and I'm forever grateful for that. Do you know that?
Thank
But
you.
I'm
Thank
extremely
you.
excited that you're on here because like I said to you, I didn't invite you here because of the musical video. Even prior to that, I've played your song several times on the radio show because I enjoy the music. I
That's
like the
good. Thank you.
freshness. I find that you can take a music and you can make it your own and you add freshness to
It's
it and you
that's the
modernize it, right?
possibility of being, difference between the chutneys. Like we use, we go through of taking music and just chop it up, put it our own terms, add the no Caribbean, the West Indian flavor in it to bring it out, give it good feelings, come with a nice beat. Everything just come together at once, and it is exactly what our culture is. It's exactly what our culture loves, and it's exactly what we're doing for the culture. You're gonna speak to 100 body or 200 body, a million body, but it's exactly what our culture loves, and so exactly what we're doing. We make these things to make them happy, to make them comfortable, and also ourselves.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right. So let me once again feature this video, beautiful song of yours, nicely done. As particularly for the people who may have tuned in halfway and all of that. I know people have busy lives and all of that,
Everybody's
and
busy.
yeah, that's right. And it's always we try to accommodate for as many people as possible, and that's one of the reasons why we run this show on radio and TV and so on, because we just cannot cater for the online people, because we have people who listen on the radio and so on, and that's how we started
Right.
18 years ago in the first place, and so we cannot
Mm.
discontinue that. So let's take this opportunity to enjoy this beautiful clip of our guest here today. tonight.
Studio now, straight from my heart. Alongside the keyboard, God, straight from my heart. Oh yeah, baby, I love you. Can't do without you. You bring the sweetness to my life every day. My love is so true, baby, only for you. You bring the sweetness to my life every day. Baby, believe in your heart, in your heart. Never let your fear drive us apart. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. Show me love, show me love, show me love. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. I am so happy you turned my life around. Power of true love, what keeps us going strong. Oh, yeah. I am so happy you turned my life around. Power of true love, what keeps us going strong. Do something special, baby, when you call. I will be right there to hold your hand. I'll be your hero, never let you down. Baby, I love you, can't do without you. You bring the sweetness to my life every day. My love is so true, baby, only for you. You bring the sweetness to my life every day. Baby, believe in your heart, in your heart. Never let your fear drive us apart. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong. I feel your heart beats like a rhythm every time I hold you in my arms, where you belong.
All right. You can. It's there's no dull moment in that video. That's pretty cool.
I'm glad you enjoyed that music. I enjoyed every time I look at that music. I enjoy it too. I
Good.
gotta love every time. I love what I do. I just love what I do. I feel proud of myself for what I do. I just don't put a music out there and be like, let the music go. My fans gonna like it. I don't like to show off like that. I love what I do. I love the things I do. I appreciate the things that I do. It makes me comfortable of doing it. If everybody like it or everybody don't like it, it's okay. I just love what I do.
And that is always a beautiful thing, eh? As long as you're happy with what you do, that's all that matters. Just so you know that, by the way, because you will never be able to please everybody. There's no such thing like that, eh?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've learned over the years.
There's one thing I learned too when it comes to the music. I actually taught myself something, and it's a code that I live by. That if there's any negative comments or negative things to people to say about the music, as they say, like, they will give you bad review, bad comments, bad, I always have, you can't please the world. No matter what you do, you will never please the world. You will never make, you get 10 body, 5 body or 7 body gonna be happy. The other 3 body is not gonna be pleased. So me, I learned that to know, like, never to attack people that hate the music, or never to attack people that say negative things about you. To always, learn to ignore and push forward. They're gonna gradually see one day when it sits with them and be, okay, you know what? I was wrong. Let me play this again. Let me listen to it again. This is something beautiful. Give it a try. It's me. I never reach out to people and be like, you know what? Why you hating the music? Why do to you? You get proud. I don't do that. So I always like love what I do. I always give myself a best forward. And even if there is a negative comments, I ignore it because listen, even if it's negative, you still take a time out of your life and watch it. So it comes to me.
Well, there you go. Fantastic. No, it's nicely done. There's no question about that. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
when I look at it, it looks like it doesn't seem as if this is your first one. It looks like you've been doing this like, for a long time, because you look so comfortable in there. I mean, you were in the music, like you can feel that you were, really into it, which is
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah. Well,
beautiful thing.
the music, the idea of the whole idea, come up with the music and the location was beautifully done by my fiance and also the same guy shot the youth.
Mhm.
Yeah, and some of them even got done by with Tasif state. So we all had a nice picturing of nice, when you have beautiful people around you, people with negative energy, I mean positive energy, and people with strong ideas and mind of what you're doing, you're gonna feel comfortable of doing something. Like I feel myself, I feel comfortable. I love what I was doing. I know the outcome of it will become something beautiful because it took a lot of time to make that music. So I was really comfortable and happy and confident in every move that I made. I mean, it was the first video, but I was very confident in what was going on. So I knew that, the outcome is gonna be something beautiful. That's what it is.
Fantastic. Good stuff. I mean, you know exactly what you want, and that is a beautiful thing.
Of
So
course.
you are in good shape here. So where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, that's a good question.
Do
Apart
you
from
see
anything
yourself?
else, me personally, the biggest thing in my life is to make sure that my family is well taken care of. The music term is gradually gonna grow by itself. I'm gonna put the work in. I'm gonna push all that I could put into it. Do what I could do. I will see myself 5 years from now, hopefully a little bit more better on my music than what I do. Kept, more ideas in terms of different ideas. Maybe more collaboration with somebody. If and times goes by, doing more better writings. Apparently, rise with more videos and doing more bigger things as usual. I mean, for me, I never see myself as going down. I never see myself as actually today I'm gone up and tomorrow I'm gone back down, guys. It don't make no sense. But personally, me, I see myself 5 years from now is making everything around me 5 times better,
Mhm.
as to say, than what it is now, or
Fantastic.
10 times better. How you want to put it? As me, I just see myself getting better, and like I said, I'm not a conceited person as to showing off. I just want to have better things and do better things in life. And having visions of seeing myself doing better things in life is exactly what I tackle. And I'm not gonna say, okay, I can't predict or my hard for me do this or hard for it. I just want to see myself doing better and the people around me, especially the family, to do better. That's my life. That's how I see myself.
Oh, fantastic. Awesome. Thank you, by the way, for sharing that with us.
Of course.
This is fantastic. And let me add something very quickly. It is so important for us to pay keen attention to what you have just said. You said that you have a vision for yourself. You want to continuously better your life, and all of us should be doing that. We cannot always remain at one level. That's not, a good way for us to live our life. It gets a
Right.
little bit too boring. So if
Right.
we continuously challenge ourselves, like our guest said, that is such a beautiful thing.
Of
That's
course.
awesome.
Of course.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's good
Good
to
stuff.
challenge your life, give yourself some excitement. Find something good, ground yourself with something that, and the outcome is going to be very beneficial for yourself, for you, for other people. for make an impact. That's for me. I put myself like I love to make an impact of everything I do.
Fantastic.
I can't be a dinosaur. I'm not gonna leave a big footprint, but I'll try to be Anooj D, and I'll leave an impact. That's something that people wanna love, right? It makes it better for me.
Absolutely. As long as you can maximize your potential, that is a beautiful thing, you know. So
Of
that's
course,
awesome.
of
You
course.
are on the right
Yes,
track. That's for sure.
that's it.
You know, I actually have gotten more from you from this interview here, and I'm so grateful that you came on. There's no question about that. I mean, you're such a joy to speak with. Like, you are not a boring person. That for sure. I can tell you that. You know, um, you know, and this is not the first time I'm speaking with you. This is the first time we're doing the interview, of course.
Of
But
course.
I like your consistency. I can tell you that. I like the fact that you have a vision for yourself, and that is a beautiful thing. Because if we don't have a vision in life, we will be lost. You know, you always speak highly of being independent, and you know, and things of that kind, which is a beautiful
Of
thing.
course.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
only
have
way.
to.
That's the only way, way people will kind of achieve and kind of take, you know, things to the next level, when you have these kinds of little visions.
That's
Yeah.
it.
So that's
Personally, me, that's how it is. Because if you don't rely on yourself or you don't pick yourself up from a piece, who would actually help you? As the Guyanese would say, if you not help yourself, who will help you?
there you
You know? Your mentality of here is
go.
different, you know? We
For
always
sure.
gonna the
For sure.
you
Yeah, so
know.
I think your fiancée should be. I think she's in good hands, based on what you're saying here. I'm very
Of
happy to
course,
hear
of
all of
course.
that. You know, and I'm
Of
sure
course.
if she's watching, or will be watching at one point. Uh, you know, it's a beautiful thing. I think it's so nice to kind of hear all of these things from you. Oh, sure enough,
Of
you're
course.
passionate about music, you know, but I like the fact that you kind of really hammer everything along. You talk about importance of family. You talk about, you know, when you come home, it is a joy for you to be with your
Of
family,
course.
and
I don't like
I
to be boring.
I would
I
love
love to spend time with them.
I would love to hear that from more men and things of that. So that this is awesome. This is really, really good stuff here. That's awesome. Now you can
Yeah.
understand why we're doing this show, right? Why we changed the format of our show
Of
that
course,
we
of
started
course.
18 years ago. So that's awesome. So listen, I have to respect the fact that you have a beautiful family that you like to spend
Thank you.
time with. I have a family as well too.
Of course. You do have a beautiful family too.
All right. And you know what I did today? For the first time in my life, it's never too late to do. I actually assembled, you know, a jacuzzi on my own. Never did it in my lifetime, man. Right?
That's
But
nice.
because of the coronavirus and whatnot, I said, you know what, let me give this thing a shot, man. But I did it. But that anyway, that's a whole different thing. Well, listen, I want you to know that I really appreciate you took the offer to join us. You know, like I
Of
always
course, of
wanted
course.
you on, and because for a reason, you know, like a person like you will be pleased. I have people who will be pleased to invest in you because you are just a unique individual. You're a unique artist for sure. You're
Of
you
course.
know, in so many different ways. You are a unique individual. So I'm not only about the writing and the singing aspect. By the way, you have a very unique voice. You know, that I can
Thank
tell
you.
you for sure. There's no question about that, right? Because these days people can little tweet little things here and there and kind of make the voice a little bit different, but you naturally have a good voice, and that's a gift, right? It's a beautiful gift.
That's what it
Um,
is.
I mean, I've really, I have no doubt that our listeners and viewers will pick up a thing, you know, or two from you, which is always a bonus, you know, and that I'm forever grateful. I'm now, however, giving you the opportunity to say anything you would like to say, any last minute thing, things that maybe you would have liked to say that I didn't ask you. But just before you do that, I have to ask you this one question here.
Of course. Ask me
In,
anything, man. That's fine.
in life, we all, this is my favorite question to ask, you know. So in life, all of us, you know, will go through difficult times, challenges, and all of that. That's just the reality. There's no question about that. Despite the fact that all of us have gone through challenges in life, there are still things we can look back and be grateful for. What are some of the things you are grateful for in your life?
Man, there's so much. There's so much. There's so much. There's so much things to thank for because let me tell you something. Personally, me, if if there wasn't the track and the path that you left behind, would actually never get you to the point that you are today. Remember, fight. I remember from little days. me and my brother and my mom and dad, we went at it on days growing up, coming up, doing strong things. I was believing what we want. I was believing how we're gonna do it. I was believing what we got. And I always cherish the things. And then looking back on these things, I always grateful to know that the things that the way and the life and the things that we've been through and the life how we been through. I'm not gonna say right now, listen, I'm not gonna tell you we starve.
Mhm.
I'm not here to cry to say we starve. I'm trying to here to say we always strive to get better things done in life. And for looking back to that, I am grateful for what I am today and what I have today and who I am today. And pushing all that from there to now, I am proud of myself to say, like, looking forward to the future, I can actually predict myself to be better than what I am before and who I am now. What am I gonna be in the future?
Fantastic. And I want you to know that I'm very proud of you as well too,
Thank
because
you.
you are just a unique individual. There's no there's a lot of smartness you're throwing out here, and not musically here, but in life in general. Like, I like the fact that you are looking at life a different angle. You are looking at life and realize that life itself is it is a really great gift,
It's a
and it
blessing.
yeah.
Yes, it is a blessing. It's a blessing. You can't curse life. You can't hate yourself. You can't blame your own problem on somebody else. You shouldn't do none of those things in life. You should always love the fact that this happened because you choose it. You let it happen.
Yeah. And that's one
You
of the
know.
reasons. Absolutely, you nailed it, man. It looks like you're watching my motivational video. What I usually say to people, they
You know,
usually
I just normally reach out. I just normally go and reach out to people and like help them with talk to them about counseling, like if they have stress and they have problem. I love to do these things, man. I love to like anybody in stress. I talk to them to the side. I advise them how to do things in life because listen, me personally, as soon as I brace a young man or a man about my age or more younger than me, I always try to strive him and show him a way to tell him, listen, I would love to see you do something better. I mean, I'm not criticizing what you have
Mm,
now, but try to stay in the right path of life. You don't
absolutely.
have to be a rocket scientist, buddy.
Mhm.
You just have to manage life to know when you get older and gradually you're going to develop a form of life to know that you need to success in life. You need to be strong in life. It's how it goes like that. It's like I can never see people fail or fall apart. Human beings should always pick up themselves and know that listen, there's always a good day ahead. And if we start now, benefit for the later.
Fantastic. So just so you know that our show, it's not only for musical artists and so on. We do a variety of different shows and variety of different topics and so on. I would
Right.
love to have you on, and very rarely we do this. I would love to have you on, on a different panel where we're talking about, empowerment and motivation and maximizing your potential and all of that kind of thing. I think you'll be a really
Course. I
good
would love to
fit.
be. I would love to be on. I love to like pitch in my voice to change a person's life. That's to help a person. It's not about me. That's why like I love when I sing these songs. I put these words in between to like people have a good point of view of where they're going with their life or like how you feel with your love life. How can you trust a person? Like how can you give love? How can you show love? How can you show compassion? How can you show motivation and stereotype of how you see yourself and your person with you in life? So it works for me in different ways of how to help people and how to put aside myself and to make it better.
Fantastic. You're just a unique soul, man. I can tell you that for sure. So this is awesome. So listen, I have to be respectful and mindful that you took time off your busy schedule to join us. So I have to keep that
Of
at back
course.
of my mind here.
Of
So
course.
stay right there though. Don't go anywhere for now. So my dear fellow listeners and viewers, as we are approaching the end of tonight's program, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining us. Keep in mind that we do have, some unique episode coming up that we will encourage you to kind of tune in and check out all of the other artists. But before we do all of that, we usually acknowledge our guests with a certificate of appreciation, which I'm popping
Oh
up there
wow,
now.
that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So we always do that because for me,
Okay, nice.
it's not only about us. It's always about our guests. And so this is our way to acknowledge the fact that
That's
we
beautiful. That's
we
respect.
we appreciate you. So we always do that. So I just thought I'd make sure, because if we don't do that, like a show wouldn't complete. It's something we always do, right?
Oh,
So
hey, I feel like I graduate.
right? So just so you know, that's our way to show our appreciation. So as we are officially approaching the end of tonight's program, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for tuning in to Let's Chit Chat with Naraine. Please remember to tune in to us again next time. On behalf of myself, and our very unique guest here tonight, Anooj D, both of us would like to join together and wish you a great today
Thank
and
you very much.
even a better tomorrow. We'll talk to you again soon. So stay right there, Anuj. I'll give you the
All right.
okay when to go. All right.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much for having me, and big up to all your fans. Thank you very much for everybody. It's a respect, love, and pleasure. That's what it is.
All right.